Yes, good morning, my dear children. I have uploaded trigonometric functions, I.I.T. JEE level trigonometric questions in the Google Classroom. I have uploaded. Please download that questions, my dear children. Today we are going to discuss these questions. Have you downloaded? Joseph, Kevin,
Yes,
Paul, download the questions. What, my dear Kevin, Paul? Download them just half an hour ago. I posted in the Google Classroom. Yes, download them. Download them. It's okay, my dear Kevin Paul. No issues. Don't worry, my dear Kevin Paul. Just message me. Just message in the chat box. Write a message when you have downloaded. When you are ready with the questions, we will start discussion. We will start discussion on that questions.
sir, downloaded, sir.
Okay. What about Joseph? Have you downloaded?
Yes, sir.
Yes. You also, Kevin Paul, if you are ready, if you have downloaded the questions, if you are ready with that questions, done. Okay. See that first question, my dear children. In the previous class, I have given the notes, the formulae, which are very useful for I.I.T. JEE. You should learn them. You should learn them. Okay. We apply that formula. That is why I told you you have to learn that well. See the first question. Minus 13 pi by 6. Minus 13 pi by 6. We have to convert this. See the options, my dear children. See the options. Understood the question what they asked here? What are they expecting from us? Understood?
Sir, we need to convert them to degrees.
Yes. Here an angle is given in radian measure. Okay, then an angle is given in the radian measure. They want to convert this angle in degree measure. So we have to remember the relation between radian measure and degree measure. Radian measure and degree measure. How many degrees makes one pi radians? How many degrees makes pi radians? You know that pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Since pi radians is equal to 180 degrees. We are using that result here. 6 1 times 630 degrees. So what is that option? Minus 390 degrees, first option. Okay. Come to the second question. Cot of 1358 degrees plus tan of 3608 degrees. We have to find the value of this expression. We have to find the value of this expression. If you observe the angles given here, it is more than 360 degrees. Yes or no? Both angles are more than 360 degrees. So in this case, first of all, we have to divide these bigger angles by 360 degrees. First, we have to reduce them because the trigonometric ratios are cyclic. After 360 degrees, again we get the same value. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So divide 1358 degrees by 360. How many times it goes? 4 times, huh? 3 times. What is the remainder here? We get 278 degrees. So whatever the remainder we got, we can replace this angle by 278 degrees. That's all. And then we will reduce later. We will convert again it later. First, divide this bigger angle by 360 degrees by long division. Whatever the remainder you got, replace that bigger angle by this remainder. So we can write cot 270 degrees plus, here also divide 3608 by 360. So 8 is the remainder. Okay. 8 is a remainder. Understood this step, my dear children? Understood this
Yes, sir.
one? Here we got bigger angle. We mean bigger angle means more than 360 degrees. After 360 degrees, again we get the same trigonometric values. That is why these trigonometric ratios are cyclic. After 360 degrees, again we get the same values. That is why we reduce the bigger angles by dividing that angles by 360 degrees. Whatever the remainder we got, we replace the bigger angle by 27, the remainder. Here we got again 278 degrees. How can you write through 278 degrees? Cot 270 degrees plus 8 degrees. Yes or no? Plus tan 8 degrees. Cot 270 plus theta. It is in the form of, this angle is in the form of 270 degrees plus theta. In which quadrant this angle lies? In which quadrant? 270 degrees,
Fourth quadrant, sir.
fourth quadrant. This angle lies in the fourth quadrant. In the fourth quadrant, cot positive or negative? In the fourth quadrant, cot, which trigonometric ratios are positive in the fourth quadrant? Okay, you have to remember this figure. In the first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. In the second quadrant, sine and its reciprocal also positive. And the remaining 4 trigonometric ratios are negative in the second quadrant. Now come to the third quadrant, tan and its reciprocal, that is cot. tan and cot are positive in the third quadrant, and the remaining four trigonometric ratios are negative. And come to the fourth quadrant, cos and its reciprocal, that is a secant. Cos and secant are positive in the fourth quadrant, and the remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. What is the trigonometric ratio here given? Here, what is the trigonometric ratio given here?
Cot, sir.
Yes, cot. So it is negative in the fourth quadrant. Yes or no? It is a negative. Minus. We
Yes, sir.
keep minus. At the same time, we have divided. We have splitted this angle 270 plus. If you use 270 plus or 270 minus, trigonometric ratio changes to sine changes to cos, cos changes to sine. Tan changes to cot, cot changes to tan. Similarly, secant changes to cosecant, cosecant changes to secant. So we can write this angle as tan 80 degrees plus tan 80 degrees, because cot 270 degrees plus theta is equal to minus tan theta. 270 degrees plus theta is equal to minus tan theta. Then what is the value of this expression? What is the value of
0,
this?
sir.
0. That is a second option. That is the second option. Okay, my children.
Okay, sir.
See third question. Sine of minus 660 degrees, tan of 1050 degrees into secant of minus 420 degrees whole divided by cos of 225 degrees, cosecant of 315 degrees into cos of 510 degrees. We have to find the value of this expression. We have to find the value of this expression. If you observe this expression also, in the numerator, here 360 degrees here, 1050 degrees here, okay, here 510 degrees, more than 360 degrees. These three angles are more than 360 degrees. Yes or no? So as we followed for the question number 2, here also we have to reduce these angles. Okay, first of all we write this is equal to sine of minus theta. First it is in the form of sine of minus 660 degrees. So we can write minus sine of 660 degrees, tan of, we write this as it is, secant of minus 420, secant theta only, secant of minus theta, secant theta only. We write denominator as it is, cos of 225 degrees into cosecant of 315 degrees into cos of 510 degrees, because sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta, secant of minus theta is equal to secant theta. Just we used only these two trigonometric identities. We used only these two trigonometric formulae in the numerator. We wrote the denominator as it is. We made here all the angles as positive angles. That is the main reason here. We followed this step. We wrote this step. Now we divide this 660 degrees by 660 degrees by 360 degrees. How many times? One time. One time. Then what will get here?
300, sir.
So minus a sign. In the place of 60 degrees, we can write 300 degrees only. Previously also I told you, whatever the remainder you get here, we can write that angle directly. Similarly, 1050 degrees. 1050. Divide 1050 degrees by 360. How many times it goes? How many times? I wrote here table
Sir,
previously.
twice, sir.
Previously also I wrote the table 360 3 times, 364 times. How many times?
2 times, sir.
2 times only. Okay, 2 times. 720. What will you get here? Tan 330 degrees. In the place of 1050 degrees, we can write 330 degrees. Whatever the remainder you get here, write that one. That again here, more than 360 degrees. So divide 420 by 360. How many times it goes? One time. What will you get here? Remainder 60. So secant 60 degrees. Okay. Now cos 225 degrees, cosecant 315 degrees. This is also more than 360 degrees. Divide this 510 by 360. One time. What will you get here? Remainder 150 degrees. Yes or no? We get to 150 degrees. Okay, my children.
Okay, sir.
Now we convert these angles. We convert these angles with the help of 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees. 30, 45, 60. We use these angles. How can we write this one? 360 minus 60. Can we write it or not? We wrote here 360 degrees minus 60 because you know that 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, 360 degrees, and so on. These are all said to be quadrant angles. Quadrant. Ninety, 180, 0, 90, 180, 270. All these angles are said to be quadrant angles. So we are splitting these angles with the help of quadrant angles. So these are nearest to 360. So we wrote 360 minus 60. Or you can write 270 plus 30 also. You can write this angle as 270 plus 30 or 360 minus 60. You can use any quadrant angle to split these angles. To split these angles, we have to use quadrant angles. Okay. How do you write this 330 degrees?
So 300 plus 30 degrees.
3?
360 minus 30 degrees.
Yes, 360 degrees minus 30 degrees. Already this is a 60 degrees. This is a well-known angle. See, okay, 60 degrees is a well-known. We know that angle value. Okay. So we write that secant to 60 degrees. We will write later. 225 degrees. How do will you split? How will you split? With the help of quadrant angles, how do you split? Tell me, my dear children. We are keeping quiet.
Sir, 180 plus 45 degrees, sir.
180?
Plus 45, sir.
Yes, 180 degrees plus 45 degrees. Cosecant, how do you split 315 degrees with the help of quadrant angles? How do you split 315 degrees?
So 270 plus 45, sir.
Yes, okay, 270 degrees plus 45 degrees. Cos, how will you split 150 degrees? How will you split 150 degrees?
180 degree minus 30, sir.
180 degrees minus 30 degrees. Minus, we have splitted each and every angle with the help of quadrant angle. Now come to this angle. 360 minus theta, sine of 360 minus theta. This angle lies in the third quadrant. Yes or no? Fourth quadrant. It lies in the fourth quadrant. The fourth quadrant cos only positive. Only cos is positive. But here given trigonometric ratio is a sine. So already sine is negative. We keep it as a plus. Okay. Since it is written with the help of 360, this angle does not change. We write trigonometric ratio does not change. So sine 60 degrees only. Understood this one? Understood this one?
Yes, sir.
Next, tan of 360 minus 30 degrees. Tan 360 minus 30. It is also in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive and its reciprocal secant is positive. We get here minus because here we took here tan, so it is a negative. In the fourth quadrant, it is a negative. For this angle, tan is a negative. So we wrote 360, combination of 360. So we write that trigonometric ratio as it is minus tan 30 degrees. We write secant 60 degrees as it is by 180 plus theta. What will get 180 plus theta? Fourth quadrant. Third quadrant or fourth quadrant? 180 plus theta.
Third quadrant, sir.
Third quadrant. In the third quadrant, is cos positive or negative?
Negative, sir.
Negative. So we keep here negative. As we have written as a combination of 180 degrees, trigonometric ratio does not change. We write cos as it is. Cos 45 degrees into cosecant 270 degrees plus 45 degrees. In which quadrant this angle lies?
Fourth quadrant, sir.
Fourth quadrant. In a fourth quadrant, cosecant is a positive or negative?
Negative, sir.
Negative. So we keep negative. But here this angle is written with the combination of 270 degrees. When the angle is written as a combination of 270 degrees or 90 degrees, trigonometric ratio changes. Sine changes to cos, cos changes to sine, tan changes to cot, cot changes to tan, secant changes to cosecant, cosecant changes to secant. So this cosecant changes to secant. Got this point, my children?
Yes, sir.
45 degrees. Now come to this angle, 180 degrees minus theta. This is in the second quadrant. In the second quadrant, cos is negative. Yes or no? Negative. So keep negative sign. There are three questions involved in this angle. First of all, we have to find out quadrant in which this angle lies. That is the first question. You have to check yourself. You have to question yourself in which quadrant the given angle lies. And the second quadrant, we have to check which trigonometric ratio is positive and which trigonometric ratio is negative in that particular quadrant. And the third one, and the third question, you have to question yourself whether the angle is written as a combination of 180 or 360 or 90 or 360, 270. If the angle is written as a combination of 90 and 270, trigonometric ratios changes. Otherwise, does not change. If you write the angle as a combination of 360 degrees, then trigonometric ratio does not change. If you observe these steps, you can understand this point. Okay, here this angle is written as a 180 combination. So cos we write as it is cos 30 degrees. Understood this step, my dear children?
Yes, sir.
Then simplify here. What is the value of sine 60 degrees? What is the value of sine 60 degrees?
Root 3 by 2,
3
sir.
by 2 into minus tan 30 degrees. What is the value of tan 30 degrees? You have to remember these values as you are going to write I.I.T. You must remember these values into secant 60 degrees. Means reciprocal of cos 60 degrees. What is the value of cos 60 degrees? 1 by 2. So its reciprocal is 2 whole divided by minus cos 45 degrees. What is the value of cos 45? Root 2 into minus secant 45 degrees. Here secant 45 reciprocal of cos 45. Okay, here we have already written 1 by root 2, so it's reciprocal into minus cos 30 degrees. What is the value of cos 30 degrees?
Root 3 by 2, sir.
Yes, root 3 by 2. Ultimately here we get minus, here minus minus minus. Totally we get a positive sign. For totally we get a positive sign. Here root 3 gets cancelled. Here 2 gets cancelled. Here root 2 gets cancelled. Ultimately what will you get? 2 by root 3. 2 by root 3. Okay, my children.
Okay, sir.
The third option. Third option is the correct option. Okay. Next question. Sine 48 degrees. Sine 48 degrees. Secant 42 degrees plus cos 48 degrees. Cosecant 42 degrees. What is the value of this expression? What is the value of this expression? Actually, we don't know 48 to 42 degrees values. We don't know 48, 42 degrees values. Then how do you find? How do you find? How do you find the value of this expression? Sine 48 degrees. Sine 48 degrees. Secant, can we write it or not? 42 degrees, can we written? Can we write this or not?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, cos 48 degrees, cosecant of 90 degrees minus 48 degrees. Can we write it or not? Previously also I told you, this is the first quadrant. If you write an angle with a combination of 90 degrees, trigonometric ratio changes. So we get cosecant 48 degrees plus cos 48 degrees. Here also trigonometric ratio changes. Secant 48 degrees. Now can you tell me sine 48 degrees into cosecant 48 degrees value? What is the value of sine 48 into cosecant 48? Cosecant 48 is nothing but 1 by sine. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So we get 1. Gets cancelled. 1 by sine 48, sine 48. Similarly here cos 48. Here secant 48 means 1 by cos. 1 by cos 48. We get here also 1. So the value of the expression is 2. Understood this question, my children?
Yes, sir.
In this step, we used this two formulae and we wrote this step. By using these two formulae, we got this step. Okay. Now come to the question number 5. Log tan 17 degrees plus log 37 degrees plus log tan 53 degrees log tan 53 degrees plus log tan 73 degrees. What is the value of this expression? What is the value of this expression? Here totally 4 terms are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us grouping the terms for our convenient. We group that terms. First term and last term, we write these two terms in one brackets. This term and this term we write in the as a second group. Log tan 17 degrees plus log tan we have prepared a group consisting of first and last term. We are preparing a second group consisting of second and third term. Log tan 37 degrees plus log tan 53 degrees. Okay, my children. Now we write this tan 73 degrees as 90 minus 17 degrees. Okay, log tan 70 degrees 70 degrees plus log tan 90 degrees minus 70 degrees. Similarly here, log tan 37 degrees plus log tan 90 degrees minus 37 degrees. Now we get here, what will you get here? This is equal to log tan 17 degrees plus log cot 17 degrees. Yes or no? Similarly, log tan 37 degrees plus log cot, because tan 90 degrees minus theta is equal to cot theta. By using this trigonometric identity, we got these two. Okay, now come to these two terms. These are in the form of log A plus log B. There is a formula, logarithmic formula, log A plus log B is equal to log AB. So log tan 17 degrees into cot 17 degrees, log AB, where A means tan 17 degrees, B means cot 17 degrees. Similarly, plus log A plus log B, we can write log AB, log tan 37 degrees into cot 37 degrees, because log A plus log B, this is a logarithmic formula. This is a logarithmic formula. So log A plus log B is equal to log AB. By using this logarithmic property, we wrote these two terms. In these brackets, if you find log, we get here 1. Yes or no? Similarly, here also log tan 37 into cot 37, we get to 1 only. Log 1 is 0. Log 1 value is 0. So for this question, first option is the correct option. First option is the correct option. Now come to the question number 6. Question number 6. Cos 24 degrees plus cos 55 degrees plus cos 125 degrees plus cos 204 degrees. This is a given expression which consists of 4 terms: cos 24 degrees, cos 55 degrees, cos 125 degrees, and cos 204 degrees. Okay, my children. Then
Okay,
how
sir.
do you find the value of this expression? How do you find the value of this expression? How do you find the value of this expression? We write the first term as it is, cos 24 degrees, plus the second term also we write as it is, cos 55 degrees. Now come to the third term, we write cos, here 125 degrees is there. We can write this angle as 180 degrees minus 50 degrees, 180 degrees minus 50 degrees. Similarly, we split this 204 degrees as 180 degrees plus 24 degrees. Okay, my children, because here 24 degrees, here 55 degrees are there. So to get the same angles, we have splitted these angles like this. That is equal to cos 24 degrees plus cos 55 degrees. 180 minus theta. Which angle, which quadrant? First question. In which quadrant this angle lies?
Second quadrant. Third
Second.
quadrant, sir.
In second quadrant, cos is negative. Yes or no? So cos minus cos 55 degrees. 180 degrees plus theta. In which quadrant this angle lies?
Third quadrant, sir.
In third quadrant, cos is negative. So minus cos 24 degrees. Because cos 180 degrees minus theta is equal to minus cos theta, and cos 180 degrees plus theta is equal to minus cos theta. By using these two trigonometric identities, we wrote these two terms, last two terms. Then what is the value of this expression? Can you tell me now?
0, sir.
Yes, 0. So that is a second option. That is the second option. Now question number 7. Secant A plus tan A. Secant A plus tan A is equal to 3. Then secant A value. They asked here, what is the value of secant A? How do you find secant A? How do you find secant A value? Here it is given that secant A plus tan A is equal to 3. Then how do you find secant A value? You know that secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Do you know this trigonometric identity?
Yes, sir.
Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. This can be written as secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta. By using the algebraic identity a square minus b square, we get a plus b into a minus b, where a is equal to secant theta, b is equal to tan theta. Understood this step? We are deriving a new formula from this trigonometric identity. We are deriving a new trigonometric identity. Then what will you get here? Secant theta plus tan theta value. What is here? 3. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
3 into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. Then what is the value of secant theta minus tan theta? What is the value of secant theta minus tan theta? 1/3. Yes or no? We are sending this 3 to RHS. So secant theta plus tan theta is equal to, sorry, secant A plus tan A is equal to 3. Then secant A minus tan A is equal to 1/3. Then we solve these two equations. We solve these two equations to get secant A value. Secant A is equal to 3 plus 1/3. Secant A is equal to, what will you get? What is the value of secant A?
10/3, sir.
10/3. That is the first option. That is the first option. Okay, my dear children. You have to remember the formula well, memorize the formula well. Without knowing the formula, you can't solve. You can't simplify the given expressions. You can't find the value of the given expressions. Okay, my dear children.
Okay, sir.
Right. There are some more questions are there in this level 1. Totally 44 questions are there. If you are interested, try the remaining questions when you are getting free. Again, we discuss in the next week. Okay. Daily, just set yourself a target. Set yourself a target. Daily 3 questions or 4 questions. Out of these 44 questions, try that daily 3 or 4 questions. Set yourself. Try them. When you are getting any doubts, ask your doubts and get your doubts clarified. Okay, my dear children.
Okay, sir.
Yes. Now the time is 9 past 47 minutes. Now you can leave the meeting, my dear children. Take rest. Take care of your health. Subject is ocean. It is a ocean. If you refer number of books, you can get variety of questions. Number of questions. Number of questions you will get. There is no limit for a subject. It is a ocean. Okay. If you practice more and more questions, then you will be strong in that subject. Without practice, nothing can be get. Okay, my dear children. Yes. Stay at home. Stay safe, my dear children. Sanitize your hands frequently. Maintain social distance of 2 meters from others. Keep yourself 2 meters away from others. Okay. Do your
Okay,
work
sir.
sincerely and seriously and submit your work. Okay, my dear children.
Okay, sir. Thank you,
Right.
sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you. Thank you all, my dear children. Thank you.